Namaskaram friends. So in this video, I am going to talk about angel investor. Which types of investor they are, where they invest their money, and what are their purpose, and what is their purpose. That means why they invest their money in these different sectors, and which type of people are come under angel investor. So we are going to talk about very briefly about it, its definition, its objective, its aim, and its contribution in the development of a startup, in the successful development of a startup, as well as in the economy of any country or economy of the whole world. So angel investors. An angel investor, also known as a private investor, seed investor, or angel funder. So by people know angel investor by different names, like private investor, seed investor, and angel investor. So basically, an angel investor is a high net worth individual, people who have more money, high net worth individual, who have who are very rich, and who have very high amount of money, who provides financial backing for startups and entrepreneurs, typically in exchange for ownership equity in the company. So basically, high net worth individual who invest their money in startups and in entrepreneurship in the exchange of ownership equity in the company. If any investor, if any high net worth individual realize that, understand that if they invest their money in that startup and they estimate that that startup is going to give them a profit, a lot of profit in the future, that's why that high net worth individual invests their money in that startup, that entrepreneurship. And nowadays it is very famous because people who have more money do not know how to invest, where to invest. Then they understand, they try to find out different entrepreneur, different startups who have a very high chance of profit in the future, so they invest their money in that startup, and then in that, you can say, entrepreneurship in exchange of ownership equity in that company. In future, let's say that company, you can say, profit a lot, so high net worth individual, HNI, have a share in that company, so they get a profit a lot. Okay, so it is not just investing their money just for like a loan, or like or for any other exchange. HNI invest their money in entrepreneur or startup for the sake of the equity in the company. Okay, often angel investors are found among entrepreneurs, family, and friends. Let's say I start entrepreneurship. So basically angel investors. If my connections have a more HNIs, so like in my family, people who have more money, or my friends who have more money. So if I launch a startup, so family member, my friends invest their money into my startup. So this is called angel investor. Just for example, okay. Like for example, if any rich people like Elon Musk, if he start any startup, then their friend, their family invest their money in their startup, and of course they are HNIs, high net worth individual. So basically, angel investors are found among entrepreneurs, family, and friends. Often, not always, often. The funds that angel investors provide may be one-time investment. Let's say my family and friend member who invest money in my startup, maybe it is a one-time investment to help the business get off the ground. I just started this startup or entrepreneur. So if they invest their money, I am trying to able to get off the ground and take some decision, take some working, so that my company go on a national level, on a regional level, on a world level, so that I get more money out of it, I get profit out of it. So initially it is a one-time investment. Maybe it is a one-time investment, or let's say my company not performing well. So it is also an ongoing injection to support and carry the company throughout its difficult early stages. It may, there are both types of situations. When I launch my startup, it is uh, started getting profit in the first year, or it do not get profit for the next 4 to 5 years. So if it started get profit in the next year, so many people generally one-time investment to help a business get off the ground, and if not, they also help to support and carry on the company in difficult situations. So both types of situations. So I hope you understand angel investor, who are angel investor, which type people invest in a startup and entrepreneurship, and what are the purpose of investing this fund, is it is short-term investment or long-term investment. Okay, so I hope you understand the whole idea behind angel investor. Remember, angel investors are often entrepreneurs, family, and friends. They invest money for one-time investment, maybe for one-time investment to get the business get off the ground, so that business get off the ground, or they inject ongoing injection to support carry on the companies through difficult times. Okay, and they invest money for the exchange of equity in the company, in the startup, in the entrepreneur. Okay, so through this picture you can clearly see people invest their money in a startup. This one is a startup, and these are HNIs. They invest their money into it. This is a one-time investment. This may be a one-time investment, or you can say ongoing injection of money to support company through their difficult times. Okay, and they are generally entrepreneurs, family, or friends. Often, not always, but often. So now we are going to solve one question based on angel investor. Consider the following statement regarding angel investor. Angel investors are a high net worth individual who generally buy back paid funds for asset reconstruction loans. Completely wrong. The funds angel investors provide may be a one-time investment to help the business to propel, or an ongoing injection of money to support and carry the company. Yes, this option is correct. That means which of the following statements is incorrect? So option 1 is incorrect. That means option A is correct. Just check we are on the right path or not. Option A is correct. That means we are on the right path. So I hope you understand what angel investors are, its aim, its objective, and what are the purpose of angel investors of investing their money in startups and entrepreneurs. So I hope you love this, enjoy it, and gain some perspective, some knowledge out of it. So namaskaram. Thank you.